What's going on, vloggers, bloggers, and everyday toilet users? It's time for another episode of the Toilet Vlog. We're going to be doing a kitchen edition again. I know I need to do some other stuff, but we're going to be making a traditional, oh man, Reuben. There, I just had it. But as you know, with Reubens, you got to have your corned beef, you got to have your rye seeded bread, you got to have your sauerkraut, your Thousand Island, and your baby Swiss. So what I usually like to do is that I get a brand that you like. I like Aunt Millie because I work for them. This is a seeded rye. I've got my butter and I've got a pan, only because these pieces are so big that I can't toast them and butter them in my regular toaster because it's not big enough. And that's one of the things you want to do, is that you want to toast your bread and you want to butter it on both sides. All right, let me get that done and we'll come back. As you can see, I've got some melted down butter, and you just kind of want to toss these guys, give them a little flip every now and then, make sure they don't fold over each other like mine just did there for a second. But yeah, keep it moving because you don't want it to burn. That's one of the best, easiest ways you can do it, as long as you're doing it on a pan like this. There we go, and we'll be back with the rest. All right, and there we go. Just like that, we got our bread buttered and toasted on both sides. Now, when it comes to the corned beef, people do it different ways. They'll bake it. I like to just put mine in a crock pot with that little packet of like seasoning that comes with it. I also add beef broth in there. I cut up some onions, put a whole head of garlic in there, peeled garlic. And then you just put it in there and like let it go. I just put it on low and went to bed. But here's how it came out. So it's nice and tender. I mean, this stuff is like fall apart tender. You know what I mean? So we'll basically get this built and go from there. All right, so everybody has their own way that they like to build their own sandwich, but this is what I like to do. So you're gonna take baby Swiss, and I got 2 pieces right here. I'm gonna put those straight down. And then you're gonna get your corned beef. You can get it as thick or as thin as you want it. Like I said, this stuff was practically falling apart, so I just did it a little as thin as I could. But yeah, look at this. It's just falling apart, and this stuff is really, really good. Let me get a paper towel. So then after that, keep it easy. I like to get sauerkraut. You can get any brand that you like, but I like this brand because it has lots and lots of caraway seeds in it, and that's what makes sauerkraut really good. I like to get it drained a little bit. You don't want it to be a completely sloppy sandwich. I mean, this thing's gonna practically be falling apart to begin with. And I do like sauerkraut, so I put a little extra on mine. Yeah, get it drained as much as you possibly can. There you go. So you got your sauerkraut down. Then after that, you can take your Thousand Island. You can get any brand you want. This is just a cheap Walmart brand. Give it a good shake. And then I like Thousand Island as well too, so I like to do a pretty heavy drizzle. You know, you can add extra stuff like pepper or whatever you want from there, but there you go. That right there, let me flip this around, is your traditional style Reuben sandwich with real corned beef. And there you go. That's how easy it is.